Hey everybody, welcome back to All Things Tabletop. Here is the third video in my Painting Disciples of Tzeentch video series I'm doing. I've already released on the channel painting pink horrors, or airbrushing, as well as the blue horrors, and now the brims. So I'm not doing anything unique with these guys. I'm just doing real quick and dirty for these guys. I mean, they're not going to be a staple part of the army. They are just there if you happen to be running pink horrors, and they split off enough to hit brims. And they're little, and yeah, just don't really see the point in dedicating a lot of time to them. But in saying that, I think they're still going to look pretty good. I'm going to keep to just the traditional Brimstone colors of it looking like a normal yellow orangey flame. Nothing unique or different, not going to make them pink or blue or green or anything like that. So I got 20. Currently I have 20 of these little dudes to paint. You can see them here. This isn't all of them, but here's a chunk of them. I just airbrushed them with Vallejo gray. It's pretty much on point to the gray sear from the gray sear color from Citadel. I don't have an off-white, otherwise I would have done them off-white, which would help these warm colors pop more. So I'm just gonna have to make do with the gray and see how it turns out. I'm only using these 3 paints. We're just doing them in contrast because these look like they're just going to be a super easy, quick model to do in contrast. And I'll show you here in a minute. Essentially just going to paint the entire model in the Eden yellow. And then the limbs in the Griffhound orange. And then the tips and the flesh tears red. I might go back after they dry to like color in their teeth or eyes. I haven't yet decided. But we'll find out together if I end up doing that or not. So let's go ahead and start applying paint to these guys. All right, so this is gonna be super quick and simple. Probably the easiest, quickest model I've ever painted. Just get a nice big basing brush or whatever. And we're going to start with the Eden yellow contrast paint. Load it up and just start brushing it all over the model. It's okay if you get some pulling, it just kind of helps with the kind of 3D effect, whatever the layering effect. But you don't want it to pull too much because we're going to be putting other paints on top of this. And if you let it pull a lot with this base coat, then your model is just going to become one giant blob of paint. I'm going to finish covering it up real quick. Oh, model's starting to fall off a little bit. I just have them attached with sticky tack, and it clearly did not use enough. Okay, good enough. Now, you can rinse off your brush a little bit, get any excess Eden yellow out of it, and grab, don't just drench your brush, but grab decent amount on the tip of the Griffhound orange, and we're just going to real quick messily run this over all the little limbs and the tips of the flame on the head. Do not put it, you can be messy with this, it's a flame, it's not going to be nice and pretty. Try not to get it in the center area because the effect that we're going for that these models have is the power source of these guys come from their center, not from like the ground or something like that. So you want it to be the brightest, the lightest color. All right, so there's that. Rinse off the brush. I go with a slightly smaller brush for this next part. Everything is still very wet. I'm just gonna dab a little bit of this Flesh Tears Red here, and we're just gonna put it on the tips. Hopefully I'm holding this to where y'all can see it. Just quick and easy, and again, you don't have to be too careful with it. In fact, you probably want to be a little messy. It adds to the chaotic flame effect. Just like that. He's good to go. I'm gonna put him down, let him dry. Grab our other model and I'll just rinse and repeat. Super quick and easy. You can knock a ton of these guys out really fast with this process, which is nice. I think it's probably faster than using an airbrush. He's got some pulling on him. I'm just gonna try to wick away a little bit of the pulling, especially in the mouth. I don't actually want it to be dark in the mouth because that's kind of the center of his body. If I can help it. Okay. Get some Griffhound Orange. There we go. And finish it off with some Flesh Tears Red. Okay. And because I was a little too heavy-handed, we got this glob of dark that is just streaming right down into the center, and I don't want that too much. So I'm just wicking it away. There you go. And there's my second dude. Once they dry enough for you, you're gonna go back in. This could be it. You could just leave it right here. I think this looks plenty good enough. That's 3 different coats of colors, so at least it should, I think, work for the rollings. If you're playing somewhere that rolls, you need to have at least 3 different coats of color on your model. It is technically 3 different coats. So I think this looks great. You can just leave it like this. I did go in on my other guys and painted their little teeth black. See one that's dried. I don't really know if I like the black teeth. I think I might just like it plain as it is, but since I already painted some of the others like this, I'm gonna go ahead and finish them out. Another thing you can do is you can color in their eyes like white or black, or maybe an opposite color like blue or something, but it's really small and I don't want to add time and effort because I got a lot more Zinch to paint and I'm happy with how these look as they are. So I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna paint their teeth black and call it a day. I'm just using, you know, a plain basic flat black. You do want to probably get a smaller, more detail brush. And you just pick out the teeth. I'm not trying to be careful and clean. It's almost like they have kind of like rotten, black, sludgy teeth, like you would see in a horror movie from a demon or something. I don't know. But there you go. He's done. That's all it takes. So I'm gonna go ahead and knock out the rest of these guys. I actually have them all finished getting these. See, nice little collection of them all painted up there. And throw their bases on them, and I'll show you the end result. And here is the finished product of my Brimstone horrors. Just go in a little closer look. Real simple, messy, but I think that kind of plays into the chaoticness of flames. They look pretty good. Happy with them. Very, very quick. Did not take long at all. I should have timed myself. But, I mean, the longest time was just waiting for the contrast paint to dry and then the bases. The bases was probably the longest thing on these things. But overall, very happy with it. So I hope that this helped y'all figure out how to paint your brimstones, that you liked the video. If you would like to see more painting of Zinch, then keep following us on the channel. Thanks for watching.